MTL World, at Metal World 1 YouTube channel. Swallowed Star 2, Origin Continent. Volume 8, The Battle of Yulan City. Chapter 338, A Subtle Departure. 33rd of Volume 8. Translator, Shadow Knight AK. Editor, Shadow Knight AK. The practitioner team stayed in Yulan City for 2 days and also discussed the Dao with Luo Feng and Palace Master Yuan Xiang. At their level, improving even a little is extremely difficult. Therefore, it is common for those of similar levels to engage in Dao discussions, which also helped strengthen their friendship. Outside the city, Luo Feng and Palace Master Yuan Xiang came to see the practitioner team off. Our time together over the past 2 days has been enjoyable, said the winged woman, God Emperor Baiyan, who had become quite talkative after getting familiar with them. She smiled and said, we will return to the Dark Holy Realm now. Luo Feng, I look forward to seeing you again there. I will definitely contact you when I get to Changfeng City. Luo Feng replied with a smile. There are only 5 major cities in the Dark Holy Realm. And God Emperor Baiyan's team usually resides in the central city, Changfeng City. Let's go. The old man and the red-robed youth also nodded slightly to Luo Feng and Palace Master Yuan Xiang. The 3 of them flew into their ancient ship. Under the watchful gaze of Luo Feng and Palace Master Yuan Xiang, the vessel quickly disappeared over the horizon. They've left, Palace Master Yuan Xiang said, gazing into the distance with a faint smile. Luo Feng, it's time for me to leave as well. Luo Feng was momentarily stunned. Originally, I had planned to leave after the Battle of Yulan City. But I stayed 2 extra days for the sake of my old friends, Palace Master Yuan Xiang said, looking at Luo Feng. With Yulan City in your hands, I feel at ease. As for me, I will now withdraw all my external clones and focus entirely on resisting the pollution in my homeland. Either I suppress it or succumb completely, Palace Master Yuan Xiang said resolutely. Luo Feng felt a complex mix of emotions. Palace Master Yuan Xiang was in a perilous state. If he failed, his soul would be annihilated. The myriad worlds were created by beings on the same level as Senior Yuan and others. These billions of worlds nurtures many powerful practitioners. Although they couldn't use clone techniques, they still have hope of resurrection if they can ask a world creator for help. This information had long circulated among practitioners in the 9 Rivers Holy Realm. Many practitioners in the myriad worlds carried deep regrets and wished to resurrect their loved ones. Senior Yuan, Senior Jin and others had once promised that after breaking free from the cage, practitioner have a chance for resurrection. But the origin world is different. The origin world has the protection of the supreme laws and allowed for clone techniques. However, the same supreme laws also blocks external powers. If someone from the origin world dies, even Senior Yuan and others couldn't bring them back. Palace Master Yuan Xiang is a powerhouse from the origin world. If he dies, it would truly be the end. Even Senior Yuan and others couldn't save him. Even if I die, there's no need to mourn. Palace Master Yuan Xiang laughed heartily. The path of cultivation is filled with countless trials and dangers. Now that I've made it this far, and become a peak existence in the Dark Holy World, is already something. There's nothing to regret. Brother Yuan Xiang, Luo Feng said solemnly, you've defeated many formidable foes in your path of cultivation. You will surely overcome the threat of this advanced Hunyuan pollution as well. Palace Master Yuan Xiang nodded. I will defeat it. Let's part ways, then. With those words, his figure faded away. Luo Feng silently watched the scene. He knew unless Palace Master Yuan Xiang completely suppressed the pollution, they might never meet again. As time passed, the clones of the elders who had died in the Yulan City battle gradually returned to the Elder Hall. 7 elders have been summoned to meet Luo Feng. City Lord. All 7 elders were respectful. The 7 elders were nervous and expectant. Out of all the elders in the city, only they had been summoned naturally, they sensed something was up. During the Yulan City battle, all 7 of you were attacked by the ultra-limit level heart-bewitching worms. Luo Feng smiled and waved his hand. 7 secret treasures appeared in midair. These 7 secret treasures belong to you, right? Take them. There weren't many elders in the city who carried powerful secret treasures. During the war, only these 7 had lost their secret treasures. Thank you, City Lord. The 7 elders were thrilled. They had guessed something, but hadn't expected Luo Feng to return their treasures so freely. In normal cultivation circles, battle spoils were considered the victor's property. You fought for Yulan City, Luo Feng said with a faint smile. These 7 elders, who had brought important treasures and had been building influence in the city, now felt even more reassured. With such a city lord, their future here seemed much more promising. The city lord's power influenced the entire city. Back when Palace Master Wei Yang was in power, he would always take a large cut of any gains. If the treasures had fallen into his hands, they would never have been returned. City Lord, recently Palace Master Wei Yong has been secretly moving some resources out of the city, one elder reported. He hasn't come personally, but asked other elders to help him take the resources away, added another elder. I know, Luo Feng said. With his control over Yulan City, there was no way Palace Master Wei Yong's actions could escape him. He's probably preparing to leave on his own, Luo Feng added. No need to worry about it. Understood. The 7 elders respectfully bowed. 5 days later, Palace Master Wei Yong's clone actually came to Yulan City to visit Luo Feng in person. Palace Master Wei Yong, the city lord agrees to see you. This way, please, said a guard at the Elder Hall. Palace Master Wei Yong had no choice but to follow. He walked through the familiar Elder Hall. Once, he had believed he would become the absolute master of Yulan City. But who would have thought Luo Feng would rise so swiftly and powerfully, overpowering a group of ultra-limit level beings on his own? Using formations, he had allowed only a tenth of the massive low-level Hunyuan Life Legion to escape after entering the city. Even with secret treasures, I probably couldn't withstand a single move from him, Palace Master Wei Yong thought to himself. His strength surpasses even Palace Master Yuanxiang at his peak. Soon, led by the guard, Palace Master Wei Yong saw Luo Feng sitting in a garden in the distance. Wei Yong greets the city lord, Palace Master Wei Yong said with a slight bow. Luo Feng looked at him with interest. Palace Master Wei Yong, you actually came to see me? Luo Feng asked. Are you thinking of staying in Yulan City? With the city lord here, Yulan City is extremely stable. There's no need for me to stay, Palace Master Wei Yong replied respectfully. I've decided to completely withdraw from Yulan City. I came today to ask one favor. Oh. What is it? Luo Feng asked. My clone, which was guarding Yulan City, died at the hands of the ultra-limit level worm and I lost 2 important secret treasures, Palace Master Wei Yong said sincerely. I humbly ask the city lord to return them. If there's any price I need to pay, just name it. Luo Feng couldn't help but laugh as he looked at him. You actually have the nerve to ask me for your secret treasures. Luo Feng shook his head. Back then, Palace Master Wei Yong had forced him to resign from the position of commander of the Zuntian Palace. When Luo Feng refused, Palace Master Wei Yong had even resorted to violence. Given that kind of conflict, Luo Feng was genuinely surprised that Palace Master Wei Yong would dare to show up and make a request. I know I've offended the city lord, Palace Master Wei Yong said. But you know how important powerful secret treasures suited to one's path are. Whatever price you name, I'll pay it. Luo Feng looked at him and said, I'll give you 2 choices. Palace Master Wei Yong's heart lifted with hope. But is Luo Feng really this generous? He had heard that the 7 elders had all gotten back their lost secret treasures, which gave him confidence. What 2 choices? He asked, eager. He was willing to pay a steep price to recover those lost treasures. First, you destroy this clone of yours yourself. Second, I'll do it for you, Luo Feng said coldly. You choose. Palace Master Wei Yong's face changed as he sensed the chill in Luo Feng's eyes. I'm willing to destroy it myself, Palace Master Wei Yong still bowed respectfully and then, without a sound, dissolved his own clone. Luo Feng watched the scene indifferently. His mercy was only for those who deserved it. Clearly, Palace Master Wei Yong did not. The formations tied to Palace Master Wei Yong and Palace Master Gai within Yulan City's core array had long since been wiped clean by Luo Feng. Their titles as Palace Masters had also been revoked. Time passed. The elders of Yulan City gradually became familiar with Luo Feng's temperament. Apart from the city lord's official share, he didn't bother to compete for other city resources. This made more powerful practitioners willing to settle in Yulan City. Elders and even Palace Master level figures relocated here one after another. Many ordinary practitioners also moved in. A city that could be considered absolutely safe, where the city lord didn't compete for resources and also protected the weak and lower ranks naturally had great appeal among the 35 cities of Nine Rivers Holy Realm. The number of practitioners in Yulan City continued to grow. Di Qing, Di Ming, and Di Fu stood high within the Elder Hall, gazing over the entire city. As Luo Feng's trusted aides, they handled many of the city's day-to-day affairs. Meeting a city lord this merciful is a blessing for many practitioners, Di Ming. This world is still mostly ruled by the law of the jungle. Di Fu nodded. That's the norm. Our city lord changed the order of Yulan City with his own strength. If not for him, after eliminating the insect nest, the Guifang, and the Wanying Pavilion, other powers would have come to steal and plunder. But Luo Feng is too powerful. Using the city's formation, he could cover the entire city with a single thought and wipe out any force. Thus, his word is law. When he said theft and plundering would not be tolerated, such forces vanished entirely. The city lord appears less and less these days, Di Qing, turning to look at the cave dwelling next to the Elder Hall. It was Luo Feng's current cave residence. Just like how the two ancestors of ancient nations rarely appear in the origin continent, Di Fu mused. Perhaps the city lord's focus is already in other worlds. Di Qing and Di Ming shared the same thought. Luo Feng had most likely already gone to the Dark Holy Realm. In truth, Luo Feng had been in seclusion for over half an era, only emerging once the effects of the 100 Calamities heart essence had completely faded. That prolonged cultivation under the heart essence's effects had greatly benefited Luo Feng. After coming out of seclusion, he wiped away the city's core formation and carefully carved out a new, even more powerful one. He left behind an ordinary clone to remain in Yulan City and silently departed. Now, even that ordinary clone, empowered by the terrifying city formation, made Yulan City stronger than ever. Luo Feng traveled alone across the Nine Rivers Holy Realm. He walked along all 9 rivers, examining each in detail. Along the way, he was attacked by numerous low-level Hunyuan lifeforms who didn't recognize him. Their corpses now rested in Luo Feng's storage. After traveling the 9 rivers, Luo Feng arrived at the central holy mountain of the 9 Rivers Holy Realm. It is time to head to the Dark Holy Realm. This time, Luo Feng didn't head for the teleportation pool at the base of the mountain. Instead, he walked the mountain path toward the peak. The pressure along the path grew stronger and stronger, but to Luo Feng, whose undying blood sea body had been perfected, it felt like a breeze. He walked steadily to the top of the mountain. At the peak, there was a dark, shadowy pool. With just a thought, Luo Feng sensed that this teleportation pool connected to a faraway world. Let's go and have a look. Luo Feng stepped into the shadowy pool and vanished. Light swirled and he was transported. End of chapter. End of volume 8. Subscribe to MTL World at Mythl World 1 YouTube channel.